QRH. Estamos no aqui em Romeo Alpha. The cast blue of Institute Degree, Weather Radar. Sem limitações já completo. A gente tá com esse daqui também é completinho, né? Tem o Hop, Soft Go Around completo também. E temos o EB62, que é Range Bleed Fault or Range 1 plus 2 Fault. A gente entra realmente dentro do caso de precisar de ECAM. And just it. Carriage. Revisado. UAB. Engine Master 1 and 2. Engine Mode Selector. Wind Shear. Weather Radar. Wipers. Batteries. APU Fire Dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Landing Gear Wi-Fi Server. Battery RMP. Inertials alinhados. Cockpit lights. Other docks. Is a briefing. Engine aircraft type. Database valid. Flight number. 015091, já enfiado. Recall for 3 seconds, airfield data, MEL CDL is applied. Recall for 3 seconds to make sure that we have anything landing there. ECAM oxygen pressure, engine, hydraulics and doors. Speed brake, accumulator pressure, parking brake. Tripulação, check PA. Equipments, river penalty.
claro. Sistema OK.
Thank you. There's equipment, river penalty, VPNs, gear pins and covers, and exterior walk around. 1, 2, 3. Check the CVR test. Tested. Seat belts on. Batteries off. Electrical page. Batteries on again. Okay, tested. Pumps. Engine 1 fire dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here. 0, 2. Hazard. Test the opening here. Okay, the lights are there. Parking brake set. All set here. Number 2, above. And start. E aí, Egon, beleza? Bom dia, mano. Let's take this one here. Our flight plan. So cost index will be 10. Flight level today is 380. The temperature here is 22. 55 is our drop of hours. 55,000 winds request. So let's see here. Departure will be runway 20. Departure 20. Vapog 1 Charlie with Uzvag and Sidr. Uzvag, insert, and then direct to Sidr is there. After Uzvag, we are going to do a training in Rio de Janeiro. There we're gonna use the RNAV for 02 X-ray, X-ray 02 right, via and via Pci or Mobg. Let's see, Pci, Mobg will be Pci. Insert. After Uzvag, we're gonna fly direct to that intersection. and the alternative will be gallium. Let's see here. Gallium. The arrival there in the gallium will be, we will select at least the departure 402 right, will be FSOP 1 Fox, Knockshop intersection, and then in gallium we're gonna land on runway 10 or runway 15 via YouTube on. In search. So we have our flight plan completed. Let's remove all our discontinuities. Second flight plan, copy, and we're gonna prepare our return here to Victoria in case of failure. For runway 20, we AirNav Alpha from Cravo. Return. In Cravo, we're gonna do a holding pattern. Hold on the 020 with right turn. Return. Remove the discontinuities. Clear here. Second flight plan, the performance will be 1020 with 22 degrees. The wind is already there, and the minimums for this approach in Victoria will be RNB Alpha. Let's see here. RNB Alpha will be 750 feet because this is a circular approach. 750 feet, yes. Next, Niche Bravo 7.3 with reserve of 0.2 completed and progress. Sierra Bravo Victor Tango runway 20 and up to climb 327 with the 177. Search, flight plan on your side, performance on my side, everything check. So VOR, constraint ArcNav, constraint 1018, and the first restriction will be VAPOC 2000 plus and below 100, the first restriction, constraint arc and 10. We have dash it 100. Tech oxygen test.
Beleza, tô tirando o fone aqui.
So we have 124, 127, climb nav 10,000, run speed a bit more, 1022, ground speed 0, VAPOC 194, the heading now is 229 there, Victor engine is 0.4, we have 7,200, pressurization auto status normal, and the inertials are all in nav. Cockpit preparation checklist. Cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Fuel quantity.
7,200 balanced.
Seat belts.
On.
ADIRS.
Nav.
Burrow reference.
QNH 1022.
QNH 1018. Cockpit preparation checklist complete.
5093. Ready to copy.
5093 backtrack runway 20 winter 234 at 8 knots. QNH is 1022 cleared for takeoff. Runway 20 squawk 3514 maintain runway heading until above 1000 feet then proceed on course.
5093 5093, ready to copy. 5093, ready to copy.
ASUS 5093, contact ground on 121.905. Enjoy
sir.
your morning.
121.95, thank you. Starting EBU. 5093, ready to copy. 5093, ready to copy.
5093 is cleared to Sierra Bravo Kilo Papa. Fly the Vipo 1 Charlie departure, with a use VAC transition, then as filed. Expect departure runway 20. Climb to flight level 050 via the departure. Expect higher clearances 3 minutes after departure. Approach on 119.85. Squawk 3514.
3514, okay, Azul 5093, clear to Rio de Janeiro for level 30, departure runway 20, after departure 119.5, squawk 6514.
Azul 5093 readback correct. QNH is 102 to let us know when you're ready for pushback.
022, we'll call it for pushback. So we have also our departure clearance, and let's make the briefing with the passengers. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board the flight 5093 to destination Rio de Janeiro. Our estimated time of this flight is 48 minutes. The weather in the destination is good, and as soon as we start our descent, we're gonna bother you about our destination time of arrival and also the weather in the destination. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the flight. Okay, we are here and just make our briefing for departure. General aviation, terrain and birds. I'm gonna stay away from both of them with visual references, and also we have in general aviation we have the TKS Blue to help us. Our departure. Fupok 1 Charlie. Let's get this departure here. Moving to Charlie. This is not the one. The rat, not steering, no. Let's find it there. Yeah. Fupok 1 Charlie. The first restriction will be 10,000 feet in Victor Tango 049. The MSA is 5,000, the worst one, and the demora will be 11,800. The extra fuel and time for the departure will be 2.1, 1 hour and 3 minutes of reserve fuel. The hotspots for the route for the taxi, we don't have hotspots here. Stop margin 355 meters, and our engine out SID will be climbing in runway heading, and we will come back here to stay in hold on the Cravo intersection, and then the return for the Vitória airport. Special operation and non-standards, nothing. Hello fly guy, how are you doing? Unit Sylvia activation lower, flight management computer and autopilot. Yes. Doing all that we can do using automation every time. 10,000, okay, everything set. We have the departure briefing.
Confirmed.
Techie, external power.
Tô tirando a fonte. Posso tirar o ar-condicionado?
Yes, we can remove the air conditioning too.
Tranquilo. Te aviso quando terminar o cheque de segurança.
Conditioner, okay, we have hot air and blade 1, back 2 off. Técnico. Tripulação, cheque de portas. Técnico, escuta?
Opa, na escuta. Cheque de segurança efetuado. Portas e porões fechados. Trator e barra conectados.
Vou pedir puxa aqui, já chamo.
Beleza, na sua escuta.
Oi, Ana?
Portas checadas. Aeronave ok.
Ok, have a good flight.
Bom voo. Até já.
5093, request pushback.
5093 pushback approved.
Pushback approved. 5093. Auto. Okay. Nose is still in there. The car is closed. And before start, checklist. Before start checklist,
ATC.
auto,
Parking brake.
set,
Takeoff speeds and thrust.
P1, 124, 124, 127, flex 61.
V1.
Let's see
138
if
VR.
everything
138
is
V2.
there.
141 flex.
Ready.
64. Windows.
Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
On.
Before start checklist complete.
Yes, it's the Airbus A320 today. It's the airplane that I fly in real life. So we are here just to test things up and to training some maneuvers like the engine failure that we're gonna have on the departure today. Everything set, let's start our pushback. Tech, push autorizado, cauda direita. Starting will be the number 1 and number 2. Clear to push.
Iniciando o push. Te aviso quando a área do motor estiver livre.
Tripulação cheque de portas.
Motor 1 livre.
Okay, we will start the engine 1. Starting engine 1.
N1 girando.
Roger.
Atenção aos procedimentos de segurança que serão demonstrados a seguir. Olá, eu sou a Ana Paula, em nome do comandante Josh e do primeiro oficial Tadeu Primo do... Vou em parceria com a United. A partir de agora, os dispositivos eletrônicos devem estar em modo avião. Por favor, afivelem o cinto de segurança, coloquem o encosto da poltrona na posição vertical, travem a mesa e grandes equipamentos eletrônicos devem ser guardados. Por motivos de segurança, as tomadas serão desligadas para a decolagem. Por favor, pedimos que desconectem os carregadores e equipamentos eletrônicos.
We are flying from Vitória here in Brazil to Santos Dumont in Rio de Janeiro first, and then we'll complete our destination to Campinas Airport. Okay. Okay.
Aplicar parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Removendo trator e barra.
Roger.
Coloque a máscara sobre a boca e o nariz e evite enfiar com a grelhazinha. Somente preste auxílio após ter fixado a sua. Lembre-se de remover a máscara de proteção antes de usar a máscara de oxigênio do avião. Se um pouso de emergência ocorrer na água,
Down point 3.
que se encontrar embaixo de seu assento, vista e ajuste conforme demonstrado.
Okay.
Para alinhar o colete, puxe os comandos.
Take the engine 1 and 2 is start normally. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Até a próxima. Bom voo para vocês.
5093, request taxi.
5093, this is Victoria Ground on 121.905. Please repeat your request.
5093, request taxi.
5093, taxi to runway 20.
Taxi to runway 20, 5093. Clear right side.
Clear left side.
Brake check. Start engine 2. 1, 2, 3. Starting engine 2. Clear right side.
Clear left side.
A320 Sim Pilot. What do you use for communicate with the ground handling for pushback? It's on the description of the live stream. I'm using the VoiceAttack. I created all my SOP that the company that I fly for in real life to work here in the sim. We have some solutions like FS2 Crew or software similar like the FS2 Crew, but the FS2 Crew is too, the SOP is too different. It's a little bit different from the SOP that I fly in the real life. So that's why I create my own system to voice commands here. After start checklist.
Anti-ice.
Off.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
29.5.
Rudder trim.
Neutral.
After start checklist complete.
Flight controls check.
Yep. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Rudder check.
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Also the checklist is everything, the ground communication is everything done with VoiceAttack. I created my alt profile from scratch, and then everything that you see about the multi-crew environment you will see on our departure. For example, on the departure I will ask everything for the guy that is flying with me. Everything will be done by the VoiceAttack. All the commands that we usually do in the multi-crew environment. If I ask for the flaps, for the gear, everything will be done by the VoiceAttack.
Tripulação em seus assentos.
Hi Anna.
Cabine ok. Bom voo.
Have a nice flight. Thank you. Taxi checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flaps settings.
Config 1 plus
Config
F.
1 plus F radar and predictive wind shear system.
On and auto.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Taxi checklist complete.
5093 ready for takeoff.
Azure 50903, contact tower on 118.1.
118.1. 5093. Yeah, almost every day, Fly Guy. Almost every day we are here online streaming. Yesterday I was training before my real session in the flight simulator in the company that I fly for, and today I have my check ride this night. Tonight we're gonna have the check ride, so I will try to train some maneuvers here, like the engine failure after departure here that we're gonna do, and that's it. I will try to do that. 5093 ready for takeoff.
5093 winds are 234 at 8 knots, cleared for takeoff. Runway 20 squawk 3514.
3514 clear for takeoff, runway 20. Tripulação preparada para decolagem. Cabin crew prepare for departure. Lineup checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Takeoff runway.
Runway 10.
Runway 16. TCAS.
Theory.
Pack 1 and 2.
Off.
Departure change.
Not applicable.
Lineup checklist complete.
CD menu. Maintenance. Let's see here. ETSU. I'll see menu. Receive a message. Just accept the load sheet here. 1, 2, and the last one. 3. Clear right side.
Clear left side.
Lineup checklist is completed. Warm up time is completed. – Let's just make our departure failure now active. Let's see here. Phoenix failures with damage on the engine 2. We're gonna arm this failure with 145 knots. Apply changes, and that's how we do it. Let's go. We are ready. Take off.
Yep.
Anoflex 61 SRS auto thrust blow.
Checked. Thrust set. Knots.
Check.
V1. Rotate. Positive line.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Nav. We have an engine 2 fail. Toga. Autopilot 2.
Checked.
Heading. Activate second flight plan. Second flight plan activated. Nav available. Nav. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Azul 5093. Engine failure. We will stay in hold on maintain runway heading and stay in hold on gravel intersection. E-connections. Engine master. Engine mode selector. Ignition. Ignition. Engine master 2 off. In thrust lever 2 idle. Confirm number 2.
Number 2 confirm.
Idle. Engine master 2 off. Confirm number 2.
Number 2 confirm.
Off. If damage. Yeah, we have damage. Engine 2 fire push button push. Confirm number 2. Confirm number 2.
Number 2 confirm.
Push. Engine 1 after 6 seconds. Engine 1 discharge. Engine secure. Stop and gun. Vertical speed 0. And that's how we manage the engine failure, guys.
SO 5093, good morning. Radar contact.
With a lot of calmness and tranquility. That's why we train every day to do that. So engine 2 is secure. Now we're gonna level up to clean the aircraft configuration. Flaps 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Speed next to green dot. We're gonna climb to 4000 and open climb. Thrust lever MCT. Thrust lever MCT. Back 1 and 2. And continue climb. Engine 2 fail. If no damage. Engine 2 relight consider. Não vai ser o caso. Shutdown. If no fuel leak. Imbalance monitor. TCAS mode TA. CAS mode TA. Clear engine 2. Clear engine 2.
Clear engine 2.
Engine 2 shutdown. Preferred line. If no fuel leak. Imbalance monitor and avoid ice conditions. Clear engine 2. Clear engine 2.
Clear engine 2.
Secondary failures. Land as soon as pop SAP in amber. Air bleed. Second engine is inoperative, but the engine bleed is supplying all the systems. Clear a
Você
bleed.
já sabe, mas
Clear
não custa
bleed.
lembrar, é proibido fumar a bordo.
Electrical.
Durante o voo,
Generator 2 is inoperative. Generator 1 is demanding all the load. APU available. Start APU. Clear electrical. Clear electrical.
Clear electrical.
Hydraulics. The engine 2 pump is inoperative, but is being feeded by the PTU. Clear hydraulics.
Clear hydraulics.
Stops. Stop it. Any normal checklist or flow? No. Any system reset? No. We're gonna do the engine relight? Not right now. Let's make a short crew communication and request to disable all the PETs. Confirm emergency call.
Emergency call confirmed.
Okay, cabin crew, we are facing engine 2 failure. We are doing our checklist here. We're gonna stay in hold for a few minutes and then we're gonna return to Vitória. Please hold a few minutes and then we're gonna be with you in a few minutes to make the test briefing, okay? Clear emergency call confirmed, and please disable all the electronic devices. Continue. Avoid icy conditions. Is severe ice question. Minimum speed VLS plus 10 or green dot. Maneuver with care. Landing distance procedure applied. If no engine 2 damage, consider engine 2 relight. Category single only. Inoperative systems, wing and chassis, category dual, engine 2 bleed, pack 2, generator 2, and yellow engine 2 pump. Remove status. Remove status.
Remove status.
E-connections completed. So now we have an engine failure checklist to complete here. That will be the, let's take here, is this one here. Not the engine relight, will be the one engine operative straighting approach carriage procedure. If no level of expecting during final approach, delay configuration phone to establish on final descent. If level of expected during final approach, for land use conf3. In this case, let's go use the conf3 for a better, we have enough runway to come back to Vitória, so we have a lot of runway available to land in conf3. Let's make our performance approach here to Vitória.
Have a good morning.
Vitória, runway 20, and we have an engine shutdown with pushed ice aggression. This failure here. Let's go back. The landing weight now it's 55, 62.1, 62. It's okay for us. Brake will be medium, reverse, max reverse. We're gonna use idle reverse because we have an engine failure. Manual length with flaps 3.
Have a nice day.
Refresh weather and apply. I'm gonna apply max manual braking, do the failure calculation. 1,430 feet. We have performance to land there in Vitória. So let's go continue here. Now we're gonna be doing a briefing to return inland on Vitória. The approach that we're gonna use will be RNP Alpha, runway 20, and we have the same threats for the landing, general aviation and birds, but in this case we are in emergency situation, so probably the traffic around the airport will not be a factor. So we're going to continue with the RNP Alpha. descending to initially performance 750 feet.
Yep. Standard cross.
750 feet, and we have the performances already inserted here. We're gonna land using flaps 3, using auto brake medium, and performance configuration will be using land flaps. Or let's do better. Let's go with full flaps. Better.
Have a good morning.
And let's make this calculation again to make sure that we can stop in the runway using flaps full. We have better margins this way. Let's go with flaps full to have better margins. Yeah, that's it, double dip. We are starting our day without the coffee and with an engine failure to manage. Not easy day. Vitória, okay, performance. Let's see. We have everything set here, and the arrival is there. It's already set. So we're gonna use Cravo intersection descending to 4,000. The minimum is 750 feet to circle to land, and also our go round procedure will be climb to 4,000, over turn left to Victor Tango 066, and then Cravo to holding. Our extra fuel time, if you need to alternate, we're gonna land here in Vitória using the other runway, using the LS runway 24 to better accomplish the landing there. After landing, we will taxi vacated on the right, on the last taxiway. We're gonna stay on the runway to an inspection from the firefighters, and then we're gonna left from Golf, and then gate 7 to return. Okay, everything is already set. Low, medium, configuration ND. I think we are ready to start our procedure. So Azul 5093 Mayday, request continued approach. Exit here, and let's go. Next altitude 1,700.
Yep. Standard.
We already informed the controller. We already informed. Let's make a short crew communication about the test briefing. Confirm emergency call.
Emergency call confirmed.
For the test briefing, the type of an emergency, we are with an engine failure. We don't need to prepare the airplane for emergency evacuation. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
The sign is after 90 is
Preparar para o pouso.
Atenção, aguarde instruções. Tripulação, situação controlada. Descent.
Checked.
Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
And the timer for landing will be 10 minutes. Sorry, will be 4 minutes. The company is already knowing that we are in the emergency situation. What else? Remove status.
Remove status.
And declines. Ladies and gentlemen, we are facing an emergency landing here in Vitória, so please make sure to follow all the instructions for our cabin crew. Thank you for your attention. Our nav and jig, our final approach point on our nav Alpha will be Victor Tango 061. Victor Tango 061. Final approach.
Checked.
Gear down.
Gear down.
1500.
Coordenação Vitória, Azul 5093, final da 20 na RB Alpha. Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Go around altitude 4000. Passing Victor Tango 061, 1700 feet. Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
ECAR memo.
Landing noble.
Landing checklist complete.
We are not landing in Vitória, okay? We are going around and we are proceeding to Rio de Janeiro. We are going around on the final approach there. We will not perform the landing today.
1000.
Check. Autopilot off.
Checked.
Flight directors off.
Flight directors off.
Bird on.
Bird on.
Set runway track 200.
Minimum.
Continue. Now we do this turn. That is the visual part of this approach. Heading
This is
270.
0903, expedite climb to flight level 140.
We have the runway side. Go around flaps.
Flaps 3.
When on target, rest on our track.
Checked. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Autopilot 2. Not a good way to start the morning. Hello Euclides, how are you doing? Just make an engine failure training here. 1000. Vertical speed 0. Nav available. Nav blue. And flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Nav.
Checked.
Flaps 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
ARZOPA and climb.
Checked.
Trust MCT. Not this time. Okay, everything's solved, so we are now starting the engine. Let's make sure that we reset everything, and we're gonna make the engine relight right now. On. Remove the fader. Engine 2 fail damage. Removed. Apply changes. Maintenance failures. Remove the engine 2 agent that was dispatched. Okay. So now we're gonna try the engine relight procedure. Engine relight carriage procedure. Engine master affected engine off. Engine master affected engine off. Thrust lever affected engine idle. Idle. Engine mode selector ignition. Ignition. Cross bleed open. Air conditioning cross bleed open. Wing and chase off, já está off. Engine master affected engine on. So engine master affected engine on, and engine light up should achieve in 30 seconds after fuel flow increase. Let's do the chrono start here. Engine 2 start. Let's hope for the start here. To be fair, Fly Guy, we don't have cameras outside because we are pilots. Pilots don't look outside. Pilots fly the airplane. Pilots fly the panels. Pilots fly our flight guidance. We don't bother to use external cameras, to be fair. Okay, engine to avail. So engine 2 available. When in the idle reach, engine available. Engine mode selector normal. Normal. TCAS mode TA array. TA array. Cross bleed auto. Engine air conditioning cross bleed auto. Affected systems restore. So let's restore the engine power. Now we have speed. So now we have an ECAM action. So let's do, we don't have any normal checklist, system reset, so voa navega comunica, fly navigate communicate, electrical failure, generate 2 fault, ECAM actions. Generator 2 off, then on. Electrical generator 2 off, 1, 2, 3, then on. Successful. So we have the engine restart. Remove the APU. Let's just config the manual failures here from engine and remove the engine vibration that was inserted by the engine explosion. Vibration N1
Enjoy your
and vibration N2. Okay, the engine now restored. Everything is working as expected, and let's climb to flight level 360 to continue our flight to Rio de Janeiro. Second flight plan. We're gonna delete this flight plan in each request to have the flight plan loaded again. Yeah, we have the external view, but we don't switch to it. exactly. Second flight plan is being inserted. That's standard.
Yep. Standard cross-checked, passing flight level 048. Now.
Check. Oblique insert in progress. Second flight plan, let's activate. Second flight plan. Activate second. And direct to Sbvt. Confirm.
Confirm.
Nav.
Checked.
.5093. The cost index will be 11. The flight level will be 260 to Rio de Janeiro. 22 is this one, and request wind. What else? After Sbvt, destination will be Sierra Bravo Romeo Juliet. New destination.
ARZOPA 5093, climb to flight level 220, contact Brasilia Center on 124.8, good aim.
124.8, have a nice day. Search the link. Sierra Bravo Romeo Juliet for Rio de Janeiro, and then there.
ARZOPA 5093, good morning.
18, wind, 30, motherfucker. Romeo Juliet. Search. Now in Romeo Juliet, we gonna do the arrival. RNAV X-ray AR via Pci. Search. Let's fly direct to Pci. Confirm.
Confirm.
And we are all set for the arrival there. Hello Emils, how are you doing? Engine failure successfully completed. So now we have the fuel imbalance to solve. We have 2600 with 1700. Let's make this correction here. Fuel leak, fuel imbalance. No fuel imbalance carriage procedure. Fuel imbalance check. A fuel imbalance may indicate a fuel leak. Do not apply this procedure if a fuel leak is suspected. Fuel crossfeed on. So fuel crossfeed on. Left center tank, right center tank off. Left center tank off, right center tank off. On lighter fight, fuel pumps off. Lighter side, fuel pumps off. And let's put a timer here to do not forget to reset the pumps after 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a good time. Because it's easy to forget. And connections. Fuel left tank, fuel pumps 1 plus 2 low pressure. When engine mode selector, ignition. Ignition. Left tank feed, gravity only. Fuel crossfeed off. Clear fuel.
Clear wheels.
Status. Left tank gravity feed only. In operative system, left tank pumps is center tank crossfeed. Remove status.
Remove status.
In connections completed. Passing 100.
Tripulação, 10.000 pés.
Clear radio nav.
Clear radio nav.
Copy second flight plan.
Copy.
progress. Flight level 350 is the optimum and 375 is the maximum.
Let's go to 260 will be the good one. Maybe a Cox on the Fox, with nice shop, search, and Galleon will be the ILS Romeo runway 15 with YouTube on. We'll remove the discontinuity. Search, everything ready. Gray projection off.
Space warp in half refresh.
I'm flying the Airbus A320-200 and the Airbus A321 in the real life. The variation of the Airbus that we are flying is this one here. It's 251 November. Airbus A321, 251 November. Let's get outside of here a few seconds, and as soon as we start our descent, we're gonna go back in VR again. Just to leave my eyes a few seconds. So this one here, this one there, and out of here. Aye.
Enable.
Yes. I'm a real pilot on the Airbus A320 and A321. Let's take the weather in the destination airport. Three 330 with 6 knots. 22-21.
Recline to flight level 380.
Mach out cruise. And when we reach the cruise, we usually review all the system page to make sure everything is running as you can see. That the green hydraulic fluid is a little bit low in cruise in the Airbus because all the fluid is now in the gear system. That's why we received this lower fluid indication in the reservoir. Let's just clean these messages here. No, I don't fly any planes in this game, Fly Guy, because the real pilots always have the qualification for only one aircraft. You can see that when a pilot is flying the Airbus, they have only this license for the Airbus, not for a lot of other aircrafts, because it's a little bit dangerous to, for example, if you are flying the Airbus and the Boeing 737, they are completely different philosophies to fly. So imagine you applying some procedures to the Airbus in the Boeing, for example, by mistake. This can be really, really dangerous. So that's why the real pilots never fly two aircrafts at the same time. So that's why I have only the Airbus here installed in my sim, because it's my current no, it's because I had a lot of messages from the ATC I was ignoring during my engine failure procedure that we were doing there in the early phase of the flight. Let's see the fuel balance here, if it's already balanced. 400 a bit more, then we're gonna go back there. Let's go a little bit more, 5 minutes to make sure, 5 minutes more minutes to make sure we don't forget the fuel balance. And Curitiba Center Azul 5093. Three, 4, 2, 1, and a day. Yes, I'm on button. And Azul 5093, just to make sure, sir, we are going to do a few go-around procedures on Rio de Janeiro, okay, in Santos Dumont. So we are flying direct to Santos Dumont right now, Azul 5093. After Rio de Janeiro, we're gonna proceed to Campinas. The idea is to do at least 4 approaches in Santos Dumont, and we're gonna start the procedure with RNP X-ray IR. Thank you. E aí, fly high.
Azul5093 expedite climb to flight level 380.
RNB AR X-ray for runway 02 right. Flying top civil quality for descent Azul 5093. Yes, Chris, we can do that. But usually we do that here in Brazil. We have not a lot of airports have ILS. So a lot of airports that we have here in Brazil, we only have the option to do the RNP approaches. So it's very common for us here in Brazil to do that. Especially here, for example, the airport that we're going to land, I will show you the procedure in a few minutes as soon as we start our descent. You will see that the procedure there in Rio de Janeiro have a lot of mountains around, so it's impossible to have an ILS procedure there because we have a lot of mountainous terrain around the airport, so the only one procedure that we are able to execute there is the RNP IR procedure, and we will see that, and you will see why we need to do that. The procedure make a turn around Sugarloaf in the Rio de Janeiro, and you land in the airport in 300 feet EGL. You see, it's an impressive approach. You like that. Stay tuned. Okay, our balance is being a lot of obstacles, so it's impossible to have an ILS procedure to be executed there. Okay, only 200 kilograms here. As soon as we start our descent, probably the fuel will be balanced already. And this is the company that I fly for, guys. Obviously that this company doesn't exist. Is the livery that I'm using is a fake livery. Fly guy, this is Flight Simulator 2024. It's on the description there in the video. Yes, Flight Simulator 2024.
ARZOPA 035 and maintain flight level 380.
Well, we are almost reaching the level here. Let's do the opposite to remove our fuel balance. 1, 2, 1, 2, and crossfeed off. Also ignition normal. So we have all the systems restored and the fuel is considered balanced. And let's start our preparation to the RNPRAR procedure. Let's do that.
Disable.
Let's get back to VR.
Landmark 4193, I'll check 20 right, ready for function.
Now 4193, appear to cross on 820 right, line up and take off on 820 left, winds 330 degrees, 6 knots, and H1021.
That's clear to cross 20 right, so line up and take off runway 20 left, number 193, thank you.
Let's get back in position. Preset cameras. This one guy will become from here, and that's. Let's go for RNPAR for emergency. This one have all the RNPAR page. Confirm flight crew qualification, verify RNP precision for manual operational IFP, check mail dispatch impact required for RNPAR, check EOS SIG applicable, performance, okay, we have the references, equipments, we have everything for the RNPAR approach. operation specification check specification in airport Santos-Dumont. For INP AR departure at Santos-Dumont Airport, do not engage autopilot until we enter the first RF leg. We know that. Descent preparations. 2 GPS in primary. So let's see progress. Primary, progress. Primary and both are high. So 2 GPS in nav. Data. GPS monitor. We have 6 GPS in nav mode with 7 GPS. Terrain in both ND. We're gonna use terrain here, terrain here. Deselect region nav. So data, position monitor, navigate, deselect region nav, return. Flight plan here. On caution, in case of any system failure or an engine out during an RPR procedure, or if any failure occurred during the procedure, perform a missed approach. After perform a missed approach, the flight crew should check equipment requirements, and RP has capability to perform an PIR procedure. The crew may decide to perform another approach. On the 2 waypoint or FTP, approach armed. On AIF, passing the AIF, check the altimeters on 100 feet difference. For Santos-Dumont only. When on landing configuration, full speed, select VLS plus 10. Lateral and vertical deviations PM announce VDEV or left dev, and 1 nautical miles for SDU only. Post flight, we advise that everything is already executed normally during a final approach. So for the approach here in Santos-Dumont, the RNP IR X-ray that I'm gonna use is the X-ray, the first one. RNP X-ray 02 RNAV, descent into 305. And the turn from final approach rollout point is runway Romeo Juliet 804. Romeo Juliet 804. We're gonna use FROB with 1 nautical mile from that one. So we have Juliet 4 and Romeo Juliet 804 with 1 nautical mile. The VLS will be 130, so we're gonna use 140 for the approach. For the performance there in Santos-Dumont, what will be the performance table that we have here? Additional procedure, Santos-Dumont table. Flight, Medlink, narrow, Congonhas operation. We don't have Santos-Dumont operation here in this airplane. Yankee Juliet Charlie, no. Juliet Alpha, no. I thought we have this airplane available to run there. I understand you. If you don't have a PC, but you are using the phone to use your procedures, I understand that. But to be a professional pilot and have tools to train like I'm doing here, unfortunately, there's no way to go cheap in this area. You need to expend a lot of money, like I'm doing here, using VR with a a beefy PC to run. You can't go cheap when thinking about Flight Simulator, unfortunately. So the briefing for the Sanstomon. The threats: we have terrain, hot air balloons, birds and general aviation. We have ships and boats on our approach there. For the landing, we have some restrictions here. Nothing that will be interference for us today. We have nothing inoperative on our systems and flight controls. The engine out SID is already known. All the information of the arrival is already briefed, and acceleration there is 1500. So the threats, we're gonna maintain the separation from visual separation from all of them, and for general aviation we have the TCAS Blue available, and also we are with the controller that is separating us. Yes, I know Aerofly Flight Simulator, but it's so basic. ASUS 5093, request descent.
5093, descend to 5,500 feet, QNH at Sanstomon 1021.
5,500, 1021, ASUS 5093. The approach that we're gonna use will be the RNAV X-ray. We are descending towards to 4,000 the MSA in this place. 4,400, 4,300. We have some maximum speed 175 for the go around procedure. Climb it to 5,500, but the first restriction will be 2,000 maximum here during the turn on the departure on the go around segment. We are descending to 3,005, and our fuel, we have 2.8 fuel on 1 hour and 23 minutes to alternate gallon. What else? Guidance for approach will be final approach, landing flaps full, stopping margin 300 meters, use of reverse max, auto brake medium, and we're gonna use manual braking as soon as we land. Planning runway exit, we're gonna not continue the taxi there, we're gonna go around on the final approach. Special operation is the R&B AR, already read in non-standards, already ticket. AVG68, we are flying this airplane today. This airline doesn't exist. It's a fictitious airline that I created because I don't like to associate what I do in the real aircraft with what I do here in the flight simulator. So that's why I changed the name of the airplane here. Yes, I'm in the VR headset, but I have the chat here to talk with you guys.
for 193, we are
Speed.
Checked.
Thank you. You?
Yeah, it's
I'll go 5093 Curitiba.
5093, go ahead.
Just for planning purpose, after the RMP X-ray for 02, what's the new RM procedure you want to execute, sir?
We're gonna change to Whisk sector and we're gonna fly the RNP Whiskey runway 20.
You have to decide if you want runway 02 or 20, okay? Start changing runways like that.
Just to make a coordination if it's possible, sir. The first one will be 202, just to train in the Sugarloaf turn, and then after that we're gonna go to the Whisk sector and then proceed to runway 20. If need, we're gonna do some holds to clear your traffic. I don't want to bother you.
Okay, this is where I'm at. Just for my planning purpose when you want to. For now we're good. I have 2 traffics departing from Convoy that are going to run up to Santomon. I'm gonna coordinate with them.
No problem. Thank you. These guys on the approach, they don't have the possibility to make 2 things at the same time.
Free head, confirm our initial climb clearance from SID flight level 100.
You can expect 370.
Okay, expecting a 1.370, 3692.
Ray projection on. Ray projection 30.
Ficou 55 no 0 ventos no Gammix 030 graus 4 nós variando de 340.
Ray projection 30.
Space warp in 1/3 of refresh rate.
Autorizada pulagem na pista 10. E 55 no 0.
Yeah, Fly Guy, this is the latest one leading edge technology for flight simulator. Not gonna lie. We have the satellite images with a lot of resolution there. We have the VR experience that make you feel like you are here inside the airplane. Everything that I do in real life in the real aircraft, I can reproduce here with the same space, the same flows, the same sizes that we use in the same aircraft, the rear aircraft, I can reproduce here. So this is the closest way to be like we do in the rear aircraft. VR is the way to go.
Sbvt-Sbrj-Sbkp expedite climb to flight level 380.
Avianca 920, remember right before ready to push and start.
With the report, with engine and start, Avianca 930 fit.
ARZO5093 at POPSU, you are clear for the RMP X-ray. When a 02 report, 02 right, report the field inside.
Report to establish and request a Real ATC 2022.
Sorry?
Request Romeo Juliet 2022 if it's possible.
We can find that as 2022, this up to 2,000 feet at the ARZO5093.
2000, flying Juliet 2022 Azul 4093 5093.
Argentina 1140 back. Thank you. 3986, radar contact with the
Cross side.
4,700 feet, climbing, maintain flight level 270, left turn direct Nibru intersection.
Climb, maintain flight level 270, left turn direct Nibru, time 3986.
Passing 100.
Tripulação, 10.000 pés.
Today we're gonna have both sides on terrain.
Right, number 4193, right.
LiveATC 4193, can you confirm your Mach number, please?
Now going 74.
Can you accelerate to Mach F80, please?
Just thank you, sir. Speed 0.8,
Thank you very much. Azul 864 Curitiba Center. Thiago, Azul 864, can you confirm your Mach number on cruise level, please?
Thiago, on cruise at 78.
Yeah, you can also touch everything in the airplane, but the systems and the failures that we are able to do here in the Flight Simulator 2024 using this airplane, the Fenix A320, it's almost impossible to do with the Aerofly. These airplanes have the deepest systems working that we are not able to have in the Aerofly. That QNH.
Yep. QNH cross-checked, passing 9,200. Now.
Check.
Direto título, sigo 650. Gol 1820, autorizado RNP Zulu, pista para liberdade, autorizado pulo, pista 26, navegante, sul vento 270, grau 069, destino 019, gol 1280.
Passing Pci-e 100. We're gonna do this cross check on the other.
Sun 3986, requested 5 minutes away from the frequency.
No worries, report back.
Okay.
Thank you. And go 332 Curitiba.
Gonna do this cross check in this intermediate feeds. Activate approach phase. Activate approach phase.
Go 332 Curitiba.
Approach phase activated.
Thank you.
Center Hadiri, go 52. I'm going to verify my car, sorry. Go 332, we're going to use and Santo Dumont is runway 02 right. You can expect ASAB 1 Alpha arrival, RNP Whiskey for runway 02 right, report ready for descent.
Runway 02 right, ASAB 1 Alpha, RNP Whiskey, will report ready for 52.
Thank you.
Checked. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Tripulação, preparar para o pouso.
Bianca 9320, squawk 3332, you're clear to push and start, tail to the left, before ready to taxi.
set it to 1,600. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
You're cleared for the RNP X-ray approach. Report the field inside.
We have the field inside Sbvt-Sbrj-Sbkp and we're gonna go around on the final approach phase.
Novo 5093, wind speed 30 degrees, 06 knots.
Gear down.
QNH 101, you're cleared
Gear down.
for the approach. Report on the missile approach.
We're calling on the missile approach Sbvt-Sbrj-Sbkp. Final approach.
Checked.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked.
AZL-5093 climb and maintain
Flaps 3.
flight level 380.
Flaps 4.
Speed checked. Flaps 4.
Landing configuration. Speed 140.
Yes, sir.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
ECAR memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
Now we're gonna see one of the beautiest approaches that we have on Brazil. Approach checklist.
Borough reference.
QNH 1021.
QNH 1012. Seat belts.
On.
Minimum.
Barrel 305.
Auto brake.
Medium.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Go around altitude is 2000 initially. To be fair, this is also one of the prettiest approach in the world, not only here in Brazil. Tell me where you're gonna see that in the real life. This is really something special. Check. We do that in real life, guys. Can you imagine? Passing so close to the sugar loaf. Manage speed.
Checked.
Checked. 300 stable.
300. Minimum.
Continue.
200. 100.
Go around flaps.
Flaps 3.
Anotoga, Saras, Navar, Traspo.
Checked. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Speed on start. And flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
It's selected. 175. What do you do? What are your thoughts, guys? Beautiful, beautiful approach, huh? Ouch.
Checked.
We have this limit here, 175 and below 2000. Enter every year. We're gonna make another approach. Will be now R and nav whiskey for runway. R nav whiskey for runway 202. This one is fly now every Azul 593, climb it to 5,500. Open climb. Manage the speed. No, it's for 02 right, RNP whiskey, 02 right. $5,500 heading 080 180 Azul 8758 5093 heading. Activate approach phase.
Approach phase activated.
Flaps 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Manage the speed.
Checked.
Flight 93 recreation, no, negative. This is a flight that we do almost every day here in Brazil, Santo Dumont Airport. It's one of the challenges airports that we have here in South America. We do that in real life. Now we're gonna do the RNAV Whiskey runway 02. This one is the one that challenges one because we're gonna do this turn over the city. You will enjoy to see that. Next.
Azul 50 layer 3 expedite climb to flight level 380.
The same thing is 3 checked. 05. 305 search.
Romeo Alpha X-ray, India Tango 1 Alpha arrival for the ILS X-ray 1815, report ready for descent.
1,500, 1,500, 1,500 acceleration.
Register confirmed ILS Zulu 15 for taking the right way.
Romeo Alpha X-ray, India Tango 1 Alpha.
And Azul 5093, when possible, would like to fly Jalute.
Azul 5093, right turn heading 270 for now.
270? 270. Heading 270.
Azul 86 for Curitiba.
And selected.
Runway Curitiba is runway 15. You can expect 330 arrival ILS X-ray for 1915 before ready for descent.
15 right X-ray and right at 1 Alpha arrival. I will call you back for ready for descent. Thank you.
Southbound request taxi. 93, clear the taxi holding point runway 10 left, taxi via Yankee 6, Kilo Alpha Golf, report holding short ready for
E aí, me gusta. Fly guy, thank you for being with us and see you soon.
Kilo Golf and Alpha with 93 code.
and Azul 5093 request 6,000. 6,000 5093. Trust climb, Papa climb, Delta Blue 6,000 blue. Let's see, the VLS now is 128, 129. Gelut 5093, thank you. Confirm.
Confirm.
Speed out star now. Speed 350. Reinforce it.
This reduce the speed 250 knots. Go 332 Curitiba. Reducing 250, go 52. Thank you very much. Azul 5093 at Gelut, you're clear for the RNB Whiskey runway 02 right, reporting to the south.
Reporting established on Gelut is clear to RNB Whiskey runway 02 right, thank you. 1,500. 600. Manage speed. Alt constraint. Descent blue.
Checked.
You're clear to my 350 flatland route, runway 10 left. The departure is like 15 Alpha departure, full map transition, squawk 3733, QNH in Guarulhos is 1024.
Thank you, Brito. How you doing, bro? Stefan, good morning. I don't know if it's a morning where you are watching. So welcome aboard. And now we're gonna do the RNP Whiskey for runway 02 right. We know that we're gonna cross a lot of mountains around the airport. This is one of the challenges, approaches that we have here in Brazil. You're gonna love it. If you don't know me, I'm a real pilot here in Brazil that flies these approaches in real life every day. So we are passing Gelut, 6,000, 6,000 cross check.
Azul 5093 climb and maintain flight level 380.
Direction dash 031. Confirm. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Speed selected.
Tripulação, preparar para o pouso.
195. Approach checklist.
Borough reference.
QNH 1012
1012 seat belts.
on.
Minimum.
Barrel 305.
Auto brake.
Medium.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Manage speed. Report on the listed approach, Sbvt-Sbrj-Sbkp.
Efetivamente, bom dia. Do campo 350 do Monte, solicitando São Paulo no 309.
Azul 4350, Curitiba, muito bom dia, está autorizado Congonha, Fonte do plano, de voo 300, decola da 02 da direita, saída mínima 3, posição na shopping, transponder 3474, o ajuste no Drummond, 1020.
Aqui aparece a São Paulo 300, decola da 02 direita, edição 3 alto, na shopping, transponder 34,
Flaps 2. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Go around will be 2000, speed to 175. Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Define approach fixes.
Checked.
Whiskey 02 right. Papi 802.
2500.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
ECAR memo.
Ending no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
Final approach.
Checked.
Refresh rate.
Display in 72 Hz.
Over understood. 2000. Disable
Assault
reprojection.
50 Niner 3 expedite climb to
Disable.
flight level 380.
380. Yeah, Chris, you can see that how close we cross a lot of places here in the mountains. Look at this turn, bro. It's almost inside. It's been selected. 139. Look at this turn, bro. Almost inside of the buildings and the mountains and everything. You can imagine a turn like that to land in the airport there. Manage speed. Autopilot off.
Checked.
Again, we are going to go around on short final. Check.
300.
Continue. Flight directors off.
200.
Flight directors off.
Bird on.
Bird on.
Go around flaps.
Flaps 3.
Manual targets, arrest nav, auto thrust pull.
Checked. Positive glide.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Autopilot 2. And Azul 5093 going around on the runway 02 right. Speed outstart.
Checked.
It's selected 175. Flaps 1 please.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Bom dia, pode destino número 1, Azul 5095 to 5500, direct Sbvt.
5500 degree.
Winds at Santomon 320.
Thrust climb, open climb.
QNH 1020,
Checked.
runway 02 right. Land 02 right, close 52. Bird 4193 descend to 7,500 feet, QNH 1023 at Curitiba. From present position, flight direct, Fonte, Sierra Oscar Victor Tangual.
Refresh 90.
Display in 90 Hz.
Reprojection 30.
Space warp in 1/3 of refresh rate.
That's it guys, let's go to the destination, final destination, Campinas now. 215. I'll go to Campinas. And Azul 5093, request fly Edrach, we are flying to Campinas now. Flaps 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Speed 0, thank you. Three, 8, 0. Open climb. Set QNH.
Yep. QNH cross-checked, passing 9,200. Now.
Back in Alpha. Edimus. Search. Direct. Edimus. And just to confirm, sir, we requested that, but we are flying Edimus intersection for Azul 5093.
You can find that Edimus intersection for Azul 5093.
Thank you. Thank you for the coordination, by the way. Manage speed. Now we're gonna see if you wanna go to Campinas or we will stay in Guarulhos because we have not.
Yeah, 150 with you. You can also follow approach now, frequency 119.6, we can go southbound approach on 119.6. That's pretty cheap, that's boa, boa da gente ontem. It's Congonhas, nível de voo 3, era.
That's it, guys. Let's get out of VR again. Na verdade, Jefferson, a gente fez só treinamento aqui do RPAR só. A gente já tá saindo direto Campinas já agora. And who will finish the stream for? Where you can get that on VR? Cowboy Hat VR. I'm using the Flight Simulator 2024. Let's get out of VR a few minutes to prepare the landing on the other destination. Stop. The streamer software is here.
Southern American 9320, next to Estoril, can you confirm approach for November 1 right?
It's Edimus 1 Alpha arrival, ILS Yankee for runway 10 right, sir.
Edimus 1 Alpha, another 1 ILS Yankee, 10 right, thanks, you can end 320.
Gold 1319, pode iniciar sua descida para 4.000 pés. O ASUS em Corubá, 1014.
Fonte da pista 4.000 pés, ajuste moderno 4.000.
Está derivando aí, pista 09, reporta na final, marcado para lá. Sbvt-Sbrj-Sbkp 248, feedback video clearance?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sbvt-Sbrj-Sbkp okay to London Heathrow, flight level 350. Runway use Galeão with runway 10, your departure Porto 1 Bravo, that's Papa Charlie X-ray 1 Bravo departure, inbound transition, India Mike Bravo, Alpha Papa transition, squawk 3163, and the QNH in Galeão 1021.
I'm a co-pilot nowadays. Today I'm a co-pilot. I was captain in the company that I work 1 year ago, and nowadays I'm a first officer in this new company that I'm applying for. Yeah, it will take a little bit time, but will happen.
Sbvt-Sbrj-Sbkp climb and maintain flight level 380.
And ASUS 5093 requests for level 360 as final. A 260 confirm, just 260 now.
Azul 5093 QNH is 1023 at ARZOPA International. Azul 5093 descend via the low 1 Bravo arrival with the Edmus transition.
Roger. If we were number 1 for departure, we would like to use runway 33.
At ARZOPA International.
There have to ask for some Apollo
Combinado na pista 115, pronto para decolar.
Eu tô na 6555 ali, livre decolagem, pista 115, 330 graus 59, 923.
Pista 115, região 023,
Avianca 9320 Curitiba.
we are ready for descent.
Avianca 9320, descent to flight level 120, present position, flight direct Golf Romeo 284.
We'll descend flight level 120 and we'll go direct. Could you repeat the weapon, please?
Oh, for Avianca 9320. You can descend 6,500 feet for now, QNH in Galeão 1021.
We'll descend 3,500 and QNH 1021. Thank you for the down 1500.
1500 and flight direct Equitude at Wolf Delta Uniform Delta.
Flight direct Equitude, around 1520.
5093.
And 5093, we are declaring emergency now, sir. We are going to São José dos Campos, flight level for runway 34. We're gonna do to São José dos Campos, Sierra Bravo, Sierra Juliet, to runway 34, declaring emergency. We are on emergency descent.
No worries. So 5033, you stand by one track. Lifeboat 4192, that's correct. We can proceed. We can flow directly for the island sector 1915, report status.
provided 15, the technician number 41, thank you.
O 25666 encontrando na decolagem, sabe manter o nível de voo 320.
6555, bom dia, pessoal de planeta sul, vai falar quando estiver na altitude 320, muito agradecido aí, Léo. Sbvt-Sbrj-Sbkp está aqui. Avianca 9320, perdão, 320, por intuição.
Avianca 320, descent to flight level 100, flight direct Golf Romeo 284.
Can you confirm Lisbon?
No, it's Golf Romeo 284. Paper 248, clear to taxi, holding point runway 10. You can taxi by Yankee 6, Yankee, Kilo, November, and Papa.
Azul 5093, contact Brasilia Center on 126.15. Have a good morning.
Kilo, November, and Papa, and people on the Taking the 130, direct to Golf Romeo 284, Avianca 9320.
Azul 5093, good morning. Squawk 3514.
Position flight direct, Fonte, when ready, descend to 7,000 feet.
7000 and Sbvt-Sbrj for Azul 9053, Mayday.
Centro Curitiba famosa, Mike para regresso da próxima.
Então, Mike, fazendo regresso na treinamento, reporta a visão com a caixa D.
Vai reportar a visão com a bateria, papal também.
Lifeboat 4193, wind at Curitiba 330 degrees 5 knots, QNH 1023, you are clear to land by 915.
Oh, and that's also thank you. São Paulo Azul, São Paulo approach Azul 5093 Mayday. We are descending to São José dos Campos.
Azul 5093, good morning. Descend to flight level 100, directed to T6 intersection. Tango Echo Sierra India X-ray. Expect NP X-ray runway 34.
X-ray and report 34, flying to 6 Azul 5093 Mayday.
Roger, QNH is 1023.
Sorry 33 5093 Mayday.
Follow control, Avianca 9320, good morning.
Avianca 9320, good morning. Send to flight level 100, direct to Golf Romeo 286. Expect ILS X-ray runway 10 right.
Disable.
110, direct to Golf Romeo 284, and expect ILS runway 10 right, Avianca 9320.
Flight direct to Golf Romeo 286, Avianca 9320.
Direct to Golf Romeo 286, Avianca 9320.
Azul 5093, do you need any assistance to landing?
Negative, sir. We have 225 souls on board. We have 1,800 kilograms of fuel, and we don't need any assistance.
Thank you.
Avianca 9320, can you confirm ILS 10 right?
It's selected. 320. Open descent.
Checked.
February 102, and ILS 10 right, Avianca 9320.
5,300.
Azul 5093, RTX runway 34 is approved. Wing 1090, degree 03 knots, QNH 1023.
132, clear to land runway 34, Azul 5093.
Confirm.
heading. Manage speed.
Checked.
Final approach.
Checked.
Go around understood. 7,000. Approach checklist.
Borough reference.
QNH 1024.
QNH 1012. Seat belts.
1.
Minimum.
Barrel 247.
Auto brake.
Medium.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Tripulação, preparar para o pouso.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Flaps 4.
Speed checked. Flaps 4.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
ECAR memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
1,000.
Checked. Checked.
500. Minimum.
Continue.
4.
I want to pot it off.
300. 100.
spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. 70 knots.
Checked. Mono braking.
ARZOPA 5093, we need an assistance with Toyo.
ARZO-5093, we will stay on the runway for a runway inspection for about 5 minutes in São José. 5093.
ARZO-5093, thank you for information.
Tripulação aguarde os dois.
Chegamos ao nosso destino. Permaneça com seu cinteu afnivelado até que a aeronave pare completamente e os avisos luminosos de afnivelar cinteu se apaguem.
After landing checklist.
Radar and predicted wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist completed.
Você já pode usar o seu celular. Observe as restrições nesse aerôdromo. Só fumê nas áreas permitidas.
Angelope
Desejamos que você tenha
Alpha
dia azul.
failed.
Até breve.
Não é isso. Fire unextinguishable on engine 2. Let's see how's your ash. The connection. ATC, notify. Já avisado. Cabin crew, alert. Já avisado. Engine 2, master off. Master off. Engine 1, discharge. Aliás. Engine 2, fire push button, push. Engine 2, fire push button, push. Engine 1, discharge. Engine 1, discharge. Agent 2, discharge. Emergency evacuation procedure apply. Bom, a gente ainda tem fogo lá. We still have fire. I don't know if the Phoenix use visual cues for the engine fire. No, nothing to see there. Emergency evacuation procedure in progress. That's the last one page. Oh god. I'm gonna roll scroll to all these pages. Forgot to bring the emergency evacuation procedure on my PDF file. I'll run a mistake. Let's see if we have the emergency evacuation on this other one PDF here. Nah, no so. Or a rookie mistake. Nothing. But we know what to do. Shut this one. Shut down this one. APU also. And emergency evacuation initiate. That's it guys for today. Let's get out of this plane and go to the real simulator and the company today. That's my final check in this aircraft. Let's see the replay. What do you think about? We're gonna see the landings on the Santos Dumont and the final landing here in São José. Let's get out of VR and start the replay procedure.
Report on final established on final Q&A 2024. Wind 100 degrees 07.
Let's restart the Phoenix first. Without the failures. Let's see those one that we done here first.
Enable.
The last landing. Let's see now what happened there in Houston. The first approach.
Azul 5093, contact Brasilia Center on 124.8 full day in.
Azul 5093, good morning. Squawk 3514.
This is a go round. ATC eu uso o LiveATC, cara. LiveATC.net. And go around. And the first approach for the runway 02 is this one.
ASUS-5093 contact receive center on 125.15. Enjoy your morning.
Pull up. Link rate.
Let me see here why this airplane is behaving like that. Let's see if I removed all the faders.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Okay, shut up.
Don't sink.
Faders. Let's
Don't
see
sink.
if there's any fader active.
Clear electrical.
Don't sink.
No, there's nothing. Ah,
Don't sink.
there's nothing.
Don't sink.
And let's see if there's any fader, manual
Don't
fader
sink.
here. Maintenance.
Don't sink.
Faders. Ah, that's why.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
The Phoenix don't like some faders. Conjunction. I don't know why. This airplane is completely bogus. Why you are deploying the rat? You don't want it, I don't want it, and everybody is happy with that. Hello Levi, how are you doing? We are finishing the stream right here. Just making the replay of the approaches that we trained today. But happy to have you here. Thank you for the follow.
Emergency call confirmed.
And the lifted approach or short approach. Okay guys, see you next time. Bye bye.